welcome to 2 for Tuesday, where I take one ingredient and use it for 2 reasons. Today we are working with eggs and doing something a little different. I am making dessert. That's right, folks, dessert. You heard me. Now I'm all for having like fruit or something like that for dessert because, you know, the healthy person in me. But every once in a while it's nice to have a cookie, isn't it? I agree. So this week we are making gluten-free macaroons and we use egg whites. So what do you do with the egg whites? With the egg yolks when you're done? Well, I put them in a container like this and I put them in a refrigerator. I have a little lid that goes on top of this, and either I will make a key lime pie with it, or I can use it for a hollandaise sauce. I can use it for some kind of pasta carbonara, or I can use it for just putting more yolk egg in my scrambled eggs the next day. So I'm going to move this out of the way so we can see things a little bit better. So these are gluten-free, and the reason why is because I have some gluten-free friends who actually don't necessarily eat it for the health benefit, but because they're actually allergic to gluten. If you're making something for your friends who are gluten-free, please take the time to take a paper towel and really hand wash everything and dry everything with the paper towel just to make sure there's no like flour or anything stuck to your equipment. So in this bowl are some coconut, some vanilla, condensed sweet milk, and a tad bit of salt. Now I know what you're thinking, coconut, gross, right? I agree with you if you buy that nasty dry stuff. When it comes to baking, please buy the quality ingredients. It makes all the difference in the world. My favorite brand is Baker's. It's nice and moist and fluffy. I mean, look at that, isn't that pretty? And so I just mix those in the bowl. And then I have egg whites. Your egg whites need to be at room temperature. It's very important. They will not set up correctly if you have it, if they're cold. So I have whipped these to medium peaks, but actually my kitchen's a little warm, so I usually do it to high peaks. So usually what it is making your egg whites frothy, and then you add 5 ounces of sugar at a time very slowly, and then you beat them for about 6 to 7 minutes, sometimes 8. So I'm just gonna re-whip this really quickly. So I usually do it about this speed. And then to test to see if they're done, you take your egg beater here, you roll it in the bowl, and see, that's not good. That's pretty low peaks. We're getting there. But we'll just let this beat once I get this back on. We'll just let this beat and I'll talk, because I'm good at that, right? So I'm going to just talk really loudly for a minute. There are some excellent tools out there, such as Baking with Less Sugar. It's a cookbook by Julianne Chang, and it's fabulous. It's about cooking with natural sugars and like honey, or like sugar in the raw, or baking with fruit sugar instead. So like applesauce, or just using dried fruit instead to sweeten your things up. So the important here is just to make sure that your eggs don't get soggy. You want them to be nice and fluffy so that they will stand up when you fold them into your mixture. Now my husband really loves these, and you can top them with chocolate, you can top them with nuts. I personally like them plain, and so that's how I'm going to prepare them today. And again, we'll turn this off and I'll show you see how these are looking. They get a really nice gloss on them, and I think they probably need another few seconds or so. I just wanted to show you what that looks like, because sometimes you don't quite know what's medium or soft or hard, you know, large peaks mean. It's when it does that little flip thing at the top and it's not melting over. So this is starting to get a really nice shine on it, and it's getting really nice and fluffy, which is great because that's what we want. But I mean, my kids love these cookies. They're nothing like what you get out of a can. That canned stuff is gross. I know so because my family is Jewish and we would have canned macaroons at Passover every year. Well, I got tired of those, and I discovered this recipe. It's by Alton Brown, and you know if he makes it, it's gotta be good. But the important thing with baking especially is that you always want to measure your ingredients by weight if you can. baking is an exact science, and when you mess with it, it's not like throwing a dash of this, a dash of that. It'll really throw off the chemistry that you have in your cookies. So, let's see. So this is why you have a baking show that has like multiple cameras, so you don't have to watch me do this all the time. Oh, this looks much better. So you want to take it, these look pretty good, and see how they're folding over really nicely. And pull it out of the pan, it stands up. Look how great that is. This is ready to go. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to gently, because you don't want to deflate your egg whites that you just spent, you know, 7 or 8 minutes on fluffing up or having to talk through. You guys are great for staying with me. And then what you want to do is put this to the side. And you want to gently fold in the ingredients, because then you don't want to, again, deflate. And coconut is heavy, so you want to keep these nice and as light as possible. This recipe is super easy to make. It's like Rice Krispie treats. Everyone thinks that it takes you like hours in the kitchen to make, and really, did you see how easy that was? I mean, I let the blender do all, the mixer do all the work. And you just continue to fold until the egg whites are fully incorporated. And just try to have some patience. I know I get impatient when it comes to this step because I just want to mix it all up and say it's done, right? And then I have a really cool mom hack that I find really works well, and it makes all the cookies about the same size so they all cook evenly, which is what we always want, because who likes burned cookies? Not me, says I. So there you go. These are looking really good. And again, sometimes these take a little bit longer if your kitchen's hot. You just want to just take the time. So here's what it looks like, all nice and incorporated. And my hack, cookie scooper. Or you can even use an ice cream dipper, and you just pop them out. And then you put them in the oven for about 20 minutes. I put in 2 sheet pans at a time, and I usually halfway through will switch the top rack and the bottom rack. I don't know if that actually does anything or not, but it just makes me feel good, so, you know, whatever. Anyway, I'll finish those up, and they are done in about 20 minutes, and you cool them on the parchment paper and on top of cooking racks, because they're kind of sticky and you want them to be able to set. Anyway, I hope that helps you with some desserts that are gluten-free and family-friendly. And I hope you're having a great evening, and I will talk to you later. Bye!